Really disturbing news. Well, first, welcome back to BARZ with ZPEEZE, y'all. I'm glad that we are able to do this live because it is very much needed for today. I am that actually really just made me sad. So basically, it just was telling me that I may lose this feature because I don't have 1,000 followers on this page. And they're changing the requirements where you have to have 1,000 or more. So what I may do is just make the video itself 25 minutes and post it on here if they let me. Because now you got to have, it can only be a minute and everything. So it's just always barriers. When you're trying to grow, it's always barriers. This is why I really want to get away from social media, because in a way it limits your creativity than actually helping you with your creativity. But with that being said, y'all, it's so funny. I'm being so transparent. I was not gonna get on live today because I thought I had a lot more work to do today, just to catch up, get myself back on board. I'm so ready for not this week, but the week of the 21st, because, if y'all could see my calendar, it just looks so beautiful. It just looks so calming. It looks amazing, But I really do pray that they don't do that. I really don't see what the problem is for real, but I just got to work hard to get 1,000 followers. And if you know me, I don't do all that stuff. So, I don't be, I'm just not really a person that, I know I'm a leader and everything, but I do appreciate my private life. And even me doing these lives was a big step for me, because I would rather just have my private life, and if you know what I do, then you know what I do. Great, amazing, kudos to you. But it's just still but I really hope that they don't do that. But with that being said, welcome to BARZ with ZPEEZE. I just had to vent a little bit because that really did just make me sad. But welcome back, y'all. We are here on Sunday. Today is July 13th. It's a good day, a beautiful day. Today is my grandmother's birthday. May she rest in peace. So y'all know I had to do this. I wasn't, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I was going to get on today's live, because I just wanted to enjoy my family time. But again, I got to keep the grind going. So we're going to start back on Halo, beat by BARZ. So make sure y'all follow him. His name is literally BARZ on YouTube, on Instagram. So make sure y'all follow him. I will put his thing in here. His information in here. If you need beats, anything, hit him up. He one of them. Y'all better get him before he get too big. So go ahead and do BARZ. If you need any beats, any recommendations, I promise you he got you. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Let's get into this work and etc. So I guess I'll see you next lifetime. 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 If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad. Wish I can take back what I said. Left you in the dark when all you wanted was light. Nickname was Sun. Remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night. Ready to talk about whatever. It's been a minute since you hit my line. It's hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping that you missed me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise, not Mariah, but we belong together. Okay, so this is the thing before we even start playing the song. So y'all know with music you gotta be lyrical. If you're not lyrical, you just don't got it, okay? And that's just something that has publicly been said from not even just the industry, but people, period, But I'm having a difficult time trying to put where I should use that in there. So I got 2 in there, but I don't know where to put the in there, okay? So I say, can't believe I lost my number one, hit my phone last night, ready to talk about whatever, right? Then I have at the bottom, I say, miss my boo, kept my promise, not Mariah, but we belong together. You see? So I'm trying to figure out where it should go, where it aligns. So I had 3 ways I was going to put it. I was going to put, can't believe I lost my number one, hit my phone last night, ready to talk about whatever, not kept my promise, not Mariah, but we belong together. But then it doesn't really flow because it's been a minute since you hit my line. So I just like, if we talking about the phone, it's like you going off script and you come back on script. Just you going off script to say this one specific thing, but that one specific thing doesn't necessarily track smoothly and going to what we're going back to, if that makes sense. So hopefully y'all following me. So then I said, no, I don't think I like that way. So then I had another way. I could bring ready to talk about whatever at the bottom. So it's been a minute since you hit my line. It's been a minute since you hit my phone last night. Been a minute since you hit my line. Hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping you missed me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise. Not Mariah, but we belong together. No, I said, yeah, that don't even make sense now that I'm rereading it. But missed my boo, ready to talk about whatever. Kept my promise, not Mariah, but we belong together. I'm having a really difficult time putting this bar together, y'all. And I'm just like, at this point, I just think I'm going to just keep it how it was. But this is how it sounds with the beat, the original flow. This is what the original flow, okay? We the rap though. We speak facts, ho. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. 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 If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Made me feel so sad. Wish I can take back what I said. Left you in the dark when all you wanted was light. Nicknamed the sun. Remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night. Ready to talk about whatever. Been a minute since you hit my line. It's hard for me to hit decline, cause you're always on my mind. I was hoping that you miss me too. I miss my boo. Kept a promise, not Mariah, but we belong together. And then that chorus come in. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. 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 So it still flows, but I think for me, I really want to make sure it rhymes. You know what I mean? And I want it to, go together a little. I want it to go together. I want it to make sense. So it goes like I can still say, can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night, ready to talk about whatever. Been a minute since you hit my line. Hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping you missed me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise, not Mariah, but we belong together. See, I feel like I can work harder though. I really do. Like I feel like I can move it. Then another bar gonna come to my head. But I will say this. It is a really great transition. It is a really... I don't even have to say not Mariah, but I don't even have to say not Mariah. I think that's another thing why I think that's another reason why I'm like, does it really flow? Does it really go? So let me see. If it isn't love, why does it hurt you so bad? Make me feel so sad. Wish I can take back what I said. Left you in the dark when all you wanted was light. Nickname was Sun. Remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night, ready to talk about whatever. It's been a minute since you hit my line. It's hard for me to hit decline, cause you're always on my mind. I was hoping you miss me too. I missed my boo. Kept my promise, but kept my promise. We belong together. Kept my promise. We belong together. Yeah. Kept my promise, but we belong together. Kept my promise, and I'm not gonna say but. And then I also feel like it is kind of going off script just a little bit. Again, like I was saying, how you're saying something and you're trying to rhyme, but that last rhyme doesn't necessarily, it's not a good segue into what the next line is. So I was saying, nickname Sun, remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night, ready to talk about whatever. This is what I want to say. Nickname Sun, or this is what I thought I should say. Nickname Sun, remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night. Been a minute since you hit my line. Hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping you missed me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise. Kept my promise. We could talk about whatever. We belong together. It would make a lot more sense if I went straight into hit my phone last night. It's been a minute since you hit my line. That actually rhymes. And then I say hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping you missed me too. I missed my boo. Kept my promise. We could do whatever. Or maybe I should just take that. I should rearrange that whole thing. Kept my promise. We can do whatever. We belong together. I'm not gonna lie. I would be comfortable with taking ready to talk about whatever out. And because it does not necessarily go with the flow of a rhyme. Like, if I was to take it out and say, nickname Sun, remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night. Been a minute since you hit my phone last night. Been a minute since you hit my line. It's hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping that you missed me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise. We can do whatever. We belong together. Kept my promise. We can do whatever. Yep, I'd rather say that. Kept my promise. We can do whatever. We belong together. The process of making a song is like making a flyer, like making an event, trying to get people to understand where you're coming from. I'm just here to vent. Where the rap go? We speak facts, ho. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. 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 If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Made me feel so sad. Wish I can take back what I said. Left you in the dark when all you wanted was light. Nickname was Sun. Remember how we used to have fun. Can't believe I lost my number one. Hit my phone last night. Been a minute since you hit my line. It's hard for me to hit decline. You're always on my mind. I was hoping that you miss me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise. We can do whatever. We belong together. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. 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 And then let that beat rock for a minute. Let's really vibe to the beat. Hey Brazy, hey Brazy, hey Brazy, hey Brazy. Can't give y'all too much because y'all know that's real, that's authentic stuff. Okay? But I think we got it. I think we finally got a flow where we trying to go. You know what I mean? So let's really talk about the lyrics like I like to do. That is just verse 1, and I'm so proud because when a project finally come out, like y'all gonna be like, oh, okay, I get where she coming from. Like, okay, and stay tuned to that too. The project will be coming out, and I forgot to tell y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and follow. Follow Still Studios, follow Zay Still, follow all my other pages because we coming up. This is just another funnel, another tunnel for us to get what we doing out to the public, y'all. So let's do let's use these last 7 minutes. Great number, 7. Let's use these last 7 minutes to like really dissect and go through the bars and what they mean. So I guess I'll see you next lifetime. I think I told y'all last live that when I heard this song, I immediately thought of Erykah Badu, Next Lifetime. That is one of my favorite. I mean, that gotta be every black one. I mean, for real, growing up black, you know what I mean? So you gotta know Next Lifetime by Erykah Badu. But that's kind of how I got encouraged by the chorus. So I guess I'll see you next lifetime, you know. Ooh, I got a really good vision on how I want this to go. But, yeah. And so the chorus goes into, if it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad. So, again, I was encouraged by OGs, people who've been in the game for a while. If you know that song, Growing Up Black. So, if you know that song, Growing Up Black, then I say, and I also want to talk about that too. Like, you know, if it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? And love hurts. You know, this is I'm transparent. This is based off of a real story of mine. So all of my songs are, but really a real story, you know, and love hurts. And for me, I have a really hard time on letting go of things that are just not necessary to keep. So, you know, and it makes me feel sad because I know in my heart I'm a good person, but I also know in my heart that I can do better. I can be controlling. I'm so working on that. And I've got so much better on just, you know, just going with the flow, taking my time. I know y'all want to see me with my lyrics, but just taking my time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be in control of everything. I don't want to be anymore. As I really start looking at the things and where I've come, like, I'm tired of being stressed all the time, trying to take control of things that does not need my opinion, not even my facts. You know what I mean? But yeah. So going to the next line, I say, wish I could take back what I said. Left you in the dark when all you wanted was light. I almost had another bar, but we can't do that right now. Wish I could take back what I said. I think anybody who has been in a situation like, you know, where it's just not, you know, we get in these moments where we say the most hurtful things, we say the most ridiculous things, and then right after we say it, we like, damn, like, I wish I never said that. I wish I never made you. And even, it doesn't even have to be something that was verbally said. It could be something, action that you did, you know. So like, I just wish I never did that or made you feel some type of way or made you feel different about how I feel about you, you know. Then I go on to say, left you in the dark when all you wanted was light. You know, I kept bringing this bad energy around you, and, you know, and all you wanted was light. All you wanted was peace, you know. And now, you know, like, all you, and it is very much, this is a big conversation. Like, we could really make this into a whole conversation. But it does go into, you know, all you wanted was light. All you wanted, it was peace. And here I come bringing this bad energy, you know. So, and then I say, nickname was Sun. Remember how we used to have fun? Like, I used to come to you because you brought light into my world. You were the sun. In my eyes, although in this, like, I was doing what I was doing. And I am speaking in I terms because I don't, you know, or first impression terms, but I'm not even saying, but you know what I mean. But you were my son, you know, even though I was doing what I was doing, you were my son. So it's just like, remember how we used to have fun. Like, do you remember those times, or do you only remember the bad? You know, so going back to me. And then, can't believe I lost my number one. It's just like the saying, like, you don't realize what you got until it's gone. Then hit my phone last night. You hit my phone like, wow, dang, like, you still think about me too? That's crazy. You know, I think about you all the time. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know? Then I go in and I say, been a minute since you hit my line. It's hard for me to hit decline. That is just a bar. You know, that's literally just a bar. Because in realistic life, I feel like on both ends, we have to have control of our actions, of our mind. Like, although it may feel right at that time, there's always a time and a place, you know. So, but really, it's been a minute since you hit my line, and it is hard for me to hit decline because it's you, it's who you are. Like I said in the beginning, you were my son. You made me feel like we was everything. We were the world, you know. So then I go into you're always on my mind. For me, and it just me as a character. I even want to throw this in there. Me as a character, me as a Scorpio, you know, it's hard for me to let things go. Like, it really is. So I just feel like, although I can never say something or even do something, I periodically think about different moments, and this is just in any aspect, but different moments of how I could have done better, or what if I would have took this action, what would have been the outcome, you know. Then I say, I was hoping you miss me too. I miss my boo. Kept my promise. We can do whatever. We belong together. So we belong together. I can't sleep at night. We are on my mind. Y'all know that song, Growing Up Black. So yeah, so this song is very much one of those love songs. A love song that you would get out of me every now and then. You know what I mean? Because if really listen to my music, looking at my bars, make sure y'all follow me on Threads, because I do repost my Threads, or after I post it on Threads, I move everything to Instagram because they have that collaboration. But that is literally where you'll see all my bars and what I talk about. I do a lot of mixed things, you know. One of the things that my engineer, we can talk about this later because we are running low on time, but we talk a lot about, you know, a genre of music. And for me, I'm a diverse person. I do a lot of things, man. And that's why I say follow me, because I don't just do music. I do a lot of other influences that is, you know, helping variety of communities, helping variety of people. So yeah, so this song is very much a lovey-dovey song. One of them songs that take you back to your first love and all that. So, but no, we are running low on time, and I want to be mindful of this thing because we gotta make sure this dispersed correctly. But y'all, for real, I appreciate everyone who joined, and I appreciate people who look at these videos even after we go on live and like, comment, and follow and everything. But y'all, remember, for real, love yourself And always keep the peace. That is that. If I've never said what ZPEEZE mean, ZPEEZE is literally keep the peace. That's what that name means. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to keep the peace, keep the flow going, keep the energy. We like the vibe over here. So if you know somebody that like music, authentic music, tell them to come over here with Bars with ZPEEZE. We go live every Sunday and Thursday at 4 o'clock. And we go through rhymes like this, okay? And if y'all help me with my bars, I promise I'll put you on the list. It's ZPEEZE. Remember, love yourself, keep the peace, and I will see y'all later this week. Peace.